Ako po pala si Abraham from UPLU Perspective. You said earlier kanina, galit kayo sa gobyerno for oppressing the people. Well, right now, the Philippine education system can be considered oppressive. Kamura-mura ang estado ng edukasyon sa Pilipinas. Do you think the government should spend more in education or defense?
Education.
Sir,
Defense.
sir, do you
Defense,
think-
we only fight the internal strife. We cannot go to war. There's no need to spend. As a matter of fact, when you spend for the 2 jets, 7 and state of the art, it was really a waste of money. Because we do not need it in the insurgency problem. You only need the ordinary propellant-driven airplanes, the air assets at present in the hands of the Air Force. Wala tayong gamitin dyan, if at all, kung may itong South China Sea goes out of control. Problem is, a raid against the 2 jets that we have bought is about 3,000 jet fighters of the China. So, dito lang ako sa, we are not ready to go to war. We cannot join a force there, expeditionary or whatever, na pinaplano ng Amerika. They are on the war footing. There is posturing right now. It would be to the best interest of the country just to avoid participating. We could not, I said, maybe get China to be so angry and to declare war. We cannot afford it. Even if we want to, hindi talaga kaya. Huwag na tayong mag-ambisyon yan. The money is better spent with health and education. Hindi ako naniniwala dyan sa kasi ito, insurgency lang. Hindi natin kailangan na malaki talagang, except, the fast boat, but hindi masyado mahal yan. Ang mahal ang edukasyon ng bata. And you have to build more schools, and you have to pay more teachers. The K-12, to my mind, I was objecting to it earlier. But when I studied the program very, very carefully, sabi ko, tama rin ito. So we need more teachers with the advent of the additional classes needed. There are about 2 years ago, we were hitting 104. And by the way, if I get to be elected, ibalik ko ang family planning. I do not want to go into a quarrel with the church. Ayaw ko, kasi Katoliko ako. But the only president who forcefully did it was Ramos. And Ramos was a Protestant. Hindi man siya takot masyado dyan sa mga sanctions ng... Pero ako Katoliko, pero ibalik ko ang family planning. Kasi, you go out in the streets at night, you go to Tondo, kita mo Filipino. Wala pa ang nanay pati tatay niyan. Naghanap buhay pa. May Islam area rin ako doon. Tuloy ko saan papa mo, nagtatrabaho, nanay mo. Tapos drugs, in the blighted areas, pinakamalakas ang drugs. Everybody is almost contaminated with drugs. Nanay, tatay, lula. Ganun nga. Kaya, this is a war. I hope I could find sympathy in you, or at the very least, your understanding, talagang malala ang problema natin sa droga. It's useless to be, I had a facility. I built a 22 million facility, drug rehab. Lahat taga Davao na, kasi sinasabi nila, pinapatay ko nga, pati babae, lalaki, bata. Do not believe in that shit. Even if I want to, I cannot kill a woman or a child. Lalaki pa, lalaki, oh. Alam mo ka? So, nandyan lahat. And even yung mga anak ng mga artista, naghihingi sa akin ng special accommodation because it's really intended for Davao residents. Oh, sige. You know, after so many years, 3 years, o for example na lang, itong template na ito, artista, yan, release. Within 8 months, tawag siya, umiiyak na naman. Mayor, can you re-accommodate? Because why? So we're talking with this neurosurgeon, Filipino. Tapos sabi niya, you know, Mayor, medical city. Sa baba niyang basement yan, puro sumbihan eh. Sa baba na, dyan yung rehab nila. Yun, sabi niya, you know, mabuti pa ang Amerikano, swerte kunti, because they use the cocaine, which is naturally grown, galing lupa, or heroin, for that matter. It does really create hallucinations and everything, and destroys the brain, but at a very, very slow rate. Shabu, sabi niya, observation nila sa mga Mexicans, once they are hit, inoperahan nila yung nanamatay, and for all of the users ng shabu, the brain has shrunk. Ito yung mga Meksikano na hindi direkta doon sa heroin or cocaine. Ito yung sa nagmamanufacture parang cottage industry sa LA. Nagluluto na doon sa backyard lang. Sabi niya, 6 months to 1 year, constant use of shabu almost every day shrinks the brain of a person. Kasi pinag-aralan nila eh. Autopsy lahat. Ang sabi niya, if it is 1 year or more of use of shabu, rehab is no longer viable. Kasi maliit ng utak eh. Tapos the brain's cells are already dead. Now, the last time we had was about, estimate ng PDEA, 3 million addicts, so they cannot be repaired anymore. Incremental conservative estimate ngayon, maybe we heard about 4 or 5. The very conservative, what will I do with this 4 million 5 drug addicts that can no longer be rehabilitated? Saan ko ilagay ang mga bata na yan o yung mga tao na yan? Anong gawin ko sa 4 million? Palagay mo lang, may 30,000 ka dito sa Manila, who robs, who kill, who rapes. Yan ang it's always drug-related. Dito sa Manila, hindi noon, magkukover pa ng muka, tapos money or your life. Dito sa Manila, yung isang konsehal ng Davao, nandito ang dala ng pera, paglabas niya sa gasoline station, 10. Wala ko. Nuhi-nuhi. Yan ang sabi ko. I have a very delicate and I hope that when this starts, I can find a little bit of your understanding. This is not intended for those who dissent against government. I am one of those who are kasama ninyo ako. Talagang nagmumura ako sa gobyerno. Kaya nga sabi ko, si Pope tinamaan ng stray bullet eh. Kasi hindi ko ginagawa. Pati yung trabaho ko ginawa ko. Magsabi, anong apakita mo? Yeah, Davao, you go to Davao. Tell me, after you have visited Davao,